With server actions, we are sending some data to the server, usually using HTML forms. Once the nextjs server receives the info, we perform some actions on the server using external APIs and databases. After that, we send back the response. This is a big fat piece of... At first, we define the action using the useServer directive. This could be inside and outside depending on the occasion. One thing to remember is that server actions are only allowed to be defined inside a server stuff or component or whatever. If you wanna get some data, you can go with API routes. And when it comes to mutation, server actions should be the first thing to consider. Why would you choose them over API routes? Well, like I said, server actions also work if JavaScript is disabled. I never said that. Over the years, there has been so much improvement to these actions, such as dead code elimination. To create your own server actions, we need a form with some stuff in it. Then we assign our server actions to the actions attribute on the form. If you're in a server component, you can also define your action in the same file. Otherwise, move them to a separate file. If you want to pass some arguments, you can use the bind function to attach the extra arguments. The reason I use bind and not use transition hook is that we don't need JavaScript to run this action. So it kinda prevents phishing and malicious weird attacks. Inside the functions, we are adding some database calls. And then after that, we redirect the user to validate the user, This is useful when we want to update the page after the user sends a request without any refreshes. Thank you for watching.